So good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I hope you can hear me. Yes.
Yes, Prof.
Good afternoon, Professor. Yes, we can.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
No.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? It's all right? No?
Yes, Prof.
Okay.
We can hear you.
So it's 3 minutes past 4, so we can start our special lecture for today. Before we start, I'd like to inform you that I've added this new lecture, the new slides dedicated to the following subject, which will be dedicated to coverings. And of course, the last lecture dedicated to wood-based panels. Today is the 7th of April, so for today we have decided to train ourselves for the first test that is scheduled for the next Friday. Nothing more to say about the date of the exam. The list of presentation now it's important. We have 14 proposals at the moment, so I think it will be a very interesting part of the course. Just a few minutes ago, I've received also the first date from one group, but I will update the list for the next lecture. For today, we will simulate the test, so I would like to check if everything is all right also with the instrument I've chosen. But before, I would like to tell you something about the rules for this first test. And I've divided in 3 parts. You will receive a link by me. We can try immediately. Okay, I will let me see how to send. Okay, here I can. So in principle now on the chat there is a link. Tell me if you can see it.
Yes, Professor.
Okay, yes. Before you start, I would like just to tell you something more. The subject of the test is related to the parts 1 and 2. So there will be questions related with wood, also with the appendix dedicated to modified wood. and also to part 2 dedicated to wood-based panels, and remember also the appendix dedicated to formaldehyde emission. The questions will be open questions. The number will be 6, and the time you have is 90 minutes. So I think you have enough time to answer to all the questions. And just a request from me: try to give short answers using, for example, bullet lists. It's something good for me. What I'd like to see is that the answer was part of your knowledge. So I don't want you to copy the slides, but to use your language, your way of expressing what you think. So in principle, short answer, but your answer, not my not my slides, not my words. So try to do this exercise. Something practical. Your camera and your microphone must be on for all the time of the exam, of course. Dialogues with other students are not allowed, but you can ask me for any clarification about the question. If there is something you don't understand very well, you can ask me. But all the other students have to listen to what we said. So everything must be of general knowledge for all the students. You must be seated in front of your PC, of course. So you cannot go to drink a coffee or to the toilet, or other trips are not allowed, of course. And what's the rest? Language mistakes are not considered, so don't worry if the spelling of one word is not, you don't remember it. You can write formaldehyde with the H or without the H, or don't worry. I will not consider the language mistakes. What I would like to see is only the substance, the knowledge you have about the subject, not about the grammar. Grammar mistakes are not interesting for me. This is not a course of English long language. Also, my English is not very good, but what I try to do with you, and what you have to try to do with me, is to exchange the knowledge. The mark, I will send the mark to you by email, and of course I will use the Italian system. So the minimum mark is 18, and the maximum is 30. So if you get a mark below 18, it means that your test fail, and so you have to repeat it. What happened in the case of a bad result in one test, the first or the second? you can in the case the first is not good, and you can do the second, and eventually we will consider only the first part during the official date of the session, of the exam session. So I hope that all of you will pass the exam, but if not, there will be other possibilities to repeat all the exam or to repeat only one part. It's all right? Okay. How the final mark will be calculated? If you do the two tests, the mark will be the average of the two tests plus the mark you will get from the optional activity. So if you get 20 in the first test and 30 in the second, you will get 25 as the average. But your presentation is fantastic, so you will get 3 marks, and so your final mark will be 28, 25 plus 3. Okay. This is all for the rules. Any question from you? No questions? So now I think all of you have the link. I can leave you half an hour to you to try to answer to the questions. So it's 16:55. So at 15 to 15, we can consider the answers of the test. So please try to answer, and then a quarter to 15, we will consider together the answers, and I will help you to do the right answer. This is, of course, an exercise. It's not official. Don't worry. But please try to do the exercise alone, and so then we can discuss the answers together. And so this could be useful for the subject itself, but also for the type of answers I expect from you. Okay, so please start your work. And I see that not all the students have their camera switch on.
Professor.
Okay, please. Thank you.
Professor, the screen is not showing clear. It looks larger.
So during the official exam, if I don't see the camera on, I cannot accept the test from you. So it's mandatory to maintain the camera switch on for all the time. So if not, your test will be deleted.
Excuse me, Mr. Boulian, I have one question. Hello, Mr. Boulian, can you hear me?
Okay, so I think we can check the questions and the answers, if you agree. I see that at the moment 11:30. We can try to give the answers together, starting from the first one. Wood anisotropy, consequences on its properties. Okay, we could remember, for example, what is anisotropy. Remember that anisotropy is the property for which some of the property of wood depends on the direction in which we measure them. So, for example, as I read here, the appearance depends on the direction in which we see or we cut the piece of wood. Permeability, it's right, because we know that from the axial direction, the absorption is higher than in the other direction. Then movement, it's right. You could add, if you remember, that movements are caused by the exchange of moisture with the environment, and the movements are different in the three directions. That is also right. And I'm reading the answer of one student, and it's written here that there is a big impact on mechanical properties. It's right, because we know that the mechanical properties are strongly influenced by the anisotropy of wood, and there is also in this case, in this answer, a little explanation. This student wrote that anisotropy is a consequence of the cellular structure. Is right. So it's good. This answer I'm reading, it's a very simple. There is only a list where it's written that appearance, permeability, movement. I prefer something more, because it's right that permeability is affected, but if you can add something just to explain what you mean. In particular, in the case of movement, it's right to write this word, but it would be better to add what are movements, why, and maybe also the differences in the axial movement compared to tangential and radial. Just to say something more about this story of anisotropy and movement. Let me check another case. This is number 2. Anisotropy makes the wood pieces having different properties according to direction considered, yes, good. And it's also written here, permeability, mechanical movement, yes, it's all right. So this is not bad because it's written more. Another one, different properties along the radial, transverse, and tangential direction. Different results for swelling, mechanical properties, danger of breakages when stressing in the wrong direction. Okay, not bad. Also this one. I read only 3 or 4. This one is not completely right. Anisotropy causes the wood to react to stress differently. Regarding on the different direction, the stress is applied so that the wood is particularly resistant to compression. Yes, in this case, we have also considered the mechanical properties, not the rest. So it's good, but partially good. It's not complete because we know that there are other consequences, in particular the movements, which are strongly affected by anisotropy. Another one, just to mechanical properties vary along the 3 directions, tangential, radial, longitudinal, relative dimensional variation to the change in moisture content is different along the 3 directions. So also this one is not bad. If you have any question, any comment, please open your microphone and say what you want. We can go to the second one. One of the main components of wood is cellulose. What are the consequences on its properties? Wood contains a lot of cellulose fibers, and cellulose is a polysaccharide. Yes, it means that it can absorb moisture and some biologic problems like insects and fungus or molds. It's very synthetic. You could describe better in principle. What is written is not bad, but you could say that cellulose is polysaccharide, or it's all right. Cellulose is, could say that is a highly polar substance, so it's there is all the story of the polar interactions among the different cellulose molecules. So this, we said, is the reason of the strength of this material, but also is the reason of the affinity of wood towards water, because also water is a polar substance, and this created all the story of the movements, because wood continuously absorbs or releases moisture and so on. And then here is written some biologic problems like insects and fungal mold. Okay, but it will be better to write why, simply because they can use cellulose as nutrient, because polysaccharide means many sugars. So we said that these biological entities can use cellulose as nutrient by using the single sugar which compose this polymer. Let me see another one. Consequences due to cellulose, porous, low density, and large macromolecular nature, like low density material, insulating properties, corrosion resistant, durable, and recyclable. No, this, I think it's not the right answer, because it's right that wood is a good insulating material, but not because of the presence of cellulose, but because of the anatomical structure, because it's a porous material. So the cell walls are made of cellulose and lignin mainly, but the reason of the lightweight and the reason of the insulating properties is the presence of voids inside wood, not because of the presence of cellulose. This is something more related. This answer more related with the properties of wood itself, not because of the presence of cellulose. So this is not a good answer. Let me check. The cellulose is responsible for the mechanical strength of wood due to the extraction between hydrogen and oxygen of the molecules. Yes. Sensitivity to water. Yes. Because of the polarity. Good. And sensitivity to biological attack. Okay. Good. This is a good answer. Let me check another one. Cellulose is polymer, which is formed by many elements, which chemically speaking are sugars, glucose. Yes, perfect. These elements cause many polar interactions. So this is why the bond that connects them is so strong. Yes, but polar interaction can cause also sensitivity to water. This is fantastic answer. Okay, then it's written that the movement. Yes, very good. This is a good answer.
Excuse me, Professor. Can you repeat that last for?
Sorry.
Can you repeat that last answer, the one of that is correct about cellulose?
The answer I gave before. No, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Just a moment. This was the good one. This is what you want to I repeat. Yes.
Please.
Okay. Yeah. I can read the because it's written also in a good English. Cellulose is a polymer which is formed by many elements which chemically speaking are sugar, glucose. These elements this element cause many polar interactions, and so this is why the bond that connects them is so strong. But polar interaction cause also a sensitivity to water, because when wood is in contact with water, there is a sort of competition between the polar connection of the molecules, and water is able to separate the molecule of glucose that before were strongly attached to each other. and now can move thanks to water also. Full stop, sorry. Also, another consequence of the composition of cellulose that in fact is formed by sugars is that it can be attacked by living organisms or fungi. In this case, there must be a high moisture content. I think that it's a very good answer. Let me check another one. This is polarity of wood components, mechanical strength and sensitivity to water, swells and shrinks, and the sensitivity to living organisms. It's again not wrong, but it's not well described. It's too synthetic, too it's poor, not complete, like the answer we have read just before. I like you write, as I said at the beginning, something in terms of a sentence you can put a bullet list in the case of for example one of the consequences is the sensitivity to biological aggression, like fungi, molds, insects, bacteria. This can be divided by a bullet list, but try to write a sentence in order I understand that you understood what was told during the lectures. It's very poor, this answer. This is poor again. In this case, the answer is simply cellulose influences the strength of wood. Yes, it's right, but it's not enough because influences it's a word which many possible meanings. It could be related with the strength, but also with the weakness. So influences doesn't tell that cellulose is responsible for the strength of wood. This is the right sentence. And all the rest is missed. It's not written anything about insects, biological sensitivity. It's not written anything about the movements, the sensitivity toward water. So it's not wrong, but not completed. Here's another one. Cellulose is made up of polymers, which are long chains on monomers. This is the right way to answer to the question. Cellulose is made of polymers, which are long chains on monomers, represented by glucose. Perfect. Insects that feed on it are able to break down the polymers, obtaining the glucose they feed on. Yes, all right. Cellulose has a characteristic tubular shape. No, this is wrong because here the student confuse cellulose with cell. So cellulose forms the cells, but cellulose is the material. The cells are the building. So cellulose has not a tubular shape. The cells have this tubular shape, and the rest is wrong, used to transport nutrients and so on and so on. So here it's that the first part is right, and the second is completely wrong. Let me check the. Here the answer is mechanical strength of wood, the sensitivity to water, and wood movements. Okay, also in this case, it's not explained in detail why cellulose influences the mechanical strength, why the sensitivity to water, and why it's also responsible for the wood movements. It's not wrong, but it's not explained. Let's go to question number 3. What are honeycomb boards and why are they so important in the current furniture market? Structures that use minimal material, high specific strength. No. In principle, is not written what they are. So one part of the answer of the question is not considered. Structure that use minimal material is not the right answer, and also the second answer, high specific strength. No, it is exactly the opposite. We know that honeycomb boards they are lightweight panels, and one of the problems they have is exactly the opposite. So the strength is not so high, and they represent a compromise from the need of lightweight materials and the mechanical properties that the final product should have. So they are not the best material in terms of high strength. There are other type of panels that we can use. This is, as I said, a compromise between the lightweight and the strength, but the strength is not their main benefit. So this is not a good answer. Let's go on and check another one. Honeycomb boards are used in the composite panels, or it's better to say are part of the composite panels. In many cases, honeycomb cardboard is also placed between the two covers and inside the frame. Yes, honeycomb boards are thick but lightweight, perfect. Due to the increase of globalization of the market and the need to transfer materials for long distances, lightweight materials such as composite panel are increased. So the use of such panel is increasing. The fundamental properties of honeycomb board is the lightness. Yes, such support elements allows the insertion of different devices, broadening the possible use of honeycomb boards in different applications. Used for furniture like tables. Yes, not bad. Here, the student has explained how they are made and what are the benefits and what is the reason why they are so important in the current furniture market. So this is a very good answer. Let's check another one. Honeycomb boards are widely used as divider spacers in many areas of the furniture market as protection during transport and against storage damage. In addition, it seems an answer taken from Wikipedia or something like this. It provides a balanced distribution of weight and thermal insulation in furniture. The most important feature is to low cost thanks to hollow structure. No, this is something maybe the student has taken from another course, not from mine. It's right that they are used also in the packaging, but our course is not related with packaging, and so in principle I cannot accept this answer. They are structures made of layers, yes, which have reinforcements between them and provide resistance in tension. Currently, it's very important in the furniture sector because it provides lightness in the products, good resistance, and its cost is very low. Not exactly. Also, at no point is the quality of the furniture sacrificed. In the same way, it is resistant to climatic change and penetration of insects. No, it's not related with insects. Remember that furniture made of wood-based panels are not subject to biological aggressions. We know that it's a material derived from an industrial process. It contains resin, which is normally based on the formaldehyde. So in principle, it is intrinsically protected by biological aggressions because of the presence of formaldehyde, but there are normally no problems of insects aggression of furniture made of wood-based panels. So and there is something wrong here, of course. There is something right in this answer, but it's not sufficient. There are some points that are missed and some others that are not completely wrong. Let's check this one. Honeycomb boards are a type of wood-based panels which consist of two frames and honeycomb mesh inside them. Perfect. They are important in today's furniture market because they are lightweight, due to which the cost of their transportation is very low. Yes, right. Also, they are good substitute to wood panels for indoors. Yes, like cabinets, bookshelves, and so on. Molding operations are not possible. Yeah, on this type of, but drilling can be done to install screws inside, plastic pins, hooks, hinges, and supporting structure for the honeycomb banner. This is very, very good. My compliments to this student. Very precise, very. It's only 5 rows, but it's written everything about the honeycomb boards. Here is written what they are and why they are so important, and moreover, the student also added something about the possible operations that can be done on such panels. So very, very good. Let's go to the last one. What is thermotreated wood? This student didn't answer. What is thermotreated wood? It's wood heated inside an oven at high temperature. This treatment is made in order to reduce the sensitivity of water because of the degradation of low molecular weight substances that react with the OH group of cellulose, to decrease biological sensitivity, increase dimensional stability. Yes, not bad. Let's check another one. Thermotreated wood has special mechanical and chemical properties such as weather resistant, water repellency, and stable dimensions. Those properties come from heat without the addition of chemicals. So here is not written very well what is thermotreated wood. When the student said that as special mechanical properties, it's not right. It's exactly the opposite, because we know that thermotreated wood, the mechanical properties are reduced. I remember I've shown to you some data which demonstrated that thermotreated wood, certain mechanical properties are exactly the half than the original wood. So we said also that this type of wood cannot be used for buildings because of the weakness in the mechanical properties, so that's not good. And chemical properties, I don't know what's the meaning of chemical properties, such as weather resistance. Not exactly right. Moreover, is not water repellent. It's less sensitive to water, but it's not water repellent. And stable, yes, the variations due to moisture exchange are limited because it's less sensitive to water, and so the movements are reduced. This property comes from heat without the addition of chemical. This is right, but again, this answer is not sufficient for me. Let's check another one. When wood suffers a process of high temperature and pressure, not pressure, that modifies its chemical and physical structure. And the result is a variation of the different properties that characterize the stance. Stance is wrong, but also an evident alteration of the color. Usually wood become darker, yes. The characteristics of heat-treated wood differ completely from the original ones. For a final result, significantly improve its durability, stability, and hardness. No, not hardness, which is reduced. As we said, the mechanical properties of thermotreated wood are lower than the original material. Here is not clearly explained what is thermotreated wood, and also the characteristics. What I would like to read is that the sensitivity toward water is reduced, and consequently movements are reduced, biological sensitivity is reduced, and this determine a better durability of thermotreated wood. So also this answer is not sufficient for me. There are still two answers, then we can finish. What is thermotreated wood? Thermotreated wood is a kind of physical treatment. Yeah. Wood is heated at high temperature, no chemical involved. and different wood species produce different results. Yes, the goal of this treatment is to improve the weakness of wood, such as reduce the sensitivity to water, reduce the thermal conductivity, plus raising removal. But it also has some drawbacks: reduce the mechanical resistance, color turn to dark, depend on the temperature. Yes, this is good. So I received another one. Thermal treatments are used to improve the properties of wood. The process is carried out putting the wood in ovens where it is heated up at high temperature. This process allows to decrease sensitivity to water, since heat produces a degradation of lignin and hemicellulose. Moreover, are produced other substances able to react with polar groups, which can then reduce. So also the sensitivity is reduced since the number of polar groups are less. Yes, it's a good answer. Also this one. Then let me check. The last one is the number 25. It's an ecological alternative that consists of increasing the resistance of wood under heat, exposed to temperature above. This method makes the wood durable, resistant, and stable in its structure. The chains are reversible, extend the service life, and give it a brown color. I don't know. Something good, but not very good. Okay, this was the last test. Are there any curiosity, comments, questions about the test? It seems that the experiment was good. No more questions from you? Everything is right? Okay. So today I don't want to go on with the program. So we can close the lecture now, and we will meet again on Friday at 1 o'clock for the official test. Okay, have a nice rest of the week, and see you on Friday. Okay.
See you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
See you. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Excuse me, Professor.
Here I am.
We want to share with you some, or to ask you some topics about the presentation that we have. Yeah, I'm waiting for my partner that he run out already. Can you give me a second, please?
Sorry, I don't hear you very well.
Okay, I am waiting for my partner. That she run out of the meeting. She's trying to get into again. So if you can wait me just 2 minutes, please.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
She's trying to get into, but I don't know what happened.
I don't see any
invitations, right?
Okay, maybe
It's Laura.
is Laura Marcella. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are asking me about a possible subject for your presentation.
Yeah. Yes. Just
Is
give
it-
me a second.
Yes.
Okay. Tell me.
Okay. One interesting subject could be the production of bio-based adhesives or coatings. I think I've said something about the use of natural material to produce adhesives or to produce plastics or to produce resins and coatings.
Okay.
It's a
And that production of bio-based, in what kind of structure or uses does it have? Does it has?
For example, in the production of plastics today, there are plastics which do not derive from oil, but which derive from plants, from flowers, from vegetable. So the industry is able to use the natural substances produced by nature. They use them to produce plastics or to produce adhesive, to produce coatings, paints. This is, I think, also in the field of wood and furniture. There are on the markets already. There are already present some materials which are known as bio-based, and bio-based means that they derive from the nature, and this is something related with sustainability, which I said at the beginning of our course that must be our future. And if you like this subject, I can also provide to you some materials for you if you want. This is, I think, one interesting subject, and is, as I said, something related with the future. For sure, in the future, there will be more material deriving from the nature, from plants, from trees, from the vegetable world.
Okay, Lau, what do you think? Laura, are you hearing me? Laura is my partner.
Yeah.
Sorry. I think, yeah, it's a good topic. Also, we were talking about something similar, like the use of forest residues as a biocarbon, just to produce more wood.
Yeah.
But this option, it's like more futuristic, I will say that. Like, as Professor said, it will be the near future. So I like it. We try to find information about rotational crops. That I know that it's a kind of ecological way to produce wood, like produced in a cycle, but I didn't get too much info, so I like it.
So, Professor, we are in the internet, I mean, and in the search, we also can find information about that bio-based, right? I mean, we already have.
Yes. And for what I know, there is also, I think, a European standard or an ISO standard to calculate how much bio-based material there is inside a product. It's something because you can produce, for example, this pen totally with plastic deriving from vegetables, or part of it, for example, the 20%, the 30%. And so there is this standard, this European standard, which make possible to calculate how much biomaterial there is inside this pen. And also from a certain limit, you can declare that this pen is bio-based. If I remember well, that this limit is 20 or 25%. If it is lower, you cannot declare that it's bio-based. If it is more than 20 or 25, you can declare that it's bio-based.
Okay, so it's not mandatory the use of wood in the work that we are going to make. We can focus the production with bio-based with other materials, right? Not only the wood.
Yes, of course. No. For as I said, for adhesives, for coatings, for plastics, for resins, you can open because there are many presentations on wood. So if you are able to do something different, it would be good also to listen something different, not only wood.
Okay, Professor. So now we are going to think or to talk, and after we send you an email, right?
Yes, and if you need any help, also material, I think I have somewhere some articles, some presentations on some subject, because it's, as I said, it's really popular.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that we can use another thing out of wood, because I found this form fleece, that it's a new material, but it's polymer. It's not wood.
Polymer.
So
yes, but the first subjects of my course are related with wood. But you will see that from the next subject, we will introduce also plastics, we will introduce resins and coatings, adhesives. So my course is not only wood; it's also something more. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so, Professor.
Okay.
So we can send him a message, an email.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Lau.
So we are going to take this one.
Okay.
I think we can discuss it. We can send him.
Send an email. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, Professor. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Laura.
Bye.
Bye. Ciao.
Ciao.